Matthews picks up a win over Diego Sanchez in the next fight. It was dominant. And after you watch that, guys, if you were ever on board for Conor McGregor fighting Diego Sanchez, I don't know how you still can be after last night. I never was in the first place, but guys, it does not make sense. Like Conor is elite, like still top of the food chain at 155. When you look at Diego on the feet, I see a guy who's just getting older, man. And I love Diego Sanchez. First season of The Ultimate Fighter, he's given us some of the best moments in UFC history. That first round against Clay Guida is maybe the craziest round ever. I love Diego, but you have to face reality here, right? He's not going to be able to hang with Conor McGregor. It's an easy fight for Conor. One where Conor, I don't know, I can't see Dana White making that fight happen. It's a massive mismatch, guys. It's not a fun fight. And if you look at last night at Diego when he's on the feet, the reaction time's not there. His movement slowed down a little bit. He's got a little bit of a belly now. And again, I'm not hating on the guy. It's just age. It takes a hold of everyone. And you get Conor trying to defend. I think he's beefing with Dana. I don't know what exactly is going on. It's hard to follow, right? Seems like drama's always following Conor somewhere. But he's like, you got to respect what Diego's done. And yes, you do. But Jake Matthews just handled him with relative ease. If you're Conor, you got to be fighting. I'm not buying that pay-per-view. I'm not even interested in that if they give it to me for free on a main card on ESPN. That fight is not interesting, man. Move on. Why even? And maybe your counter to that is, well, Conor's going to fight an older boxer in Manny Pacquiao. What's the difference? Well, the difference is that Conor gets to utilize his full skill set in an MMA fight. And if he does that against Diego Sanchez, he's going to overwhelm him. When you step into a boxing ring, I think people think that maybe the age, and they kind of thought this with Mayweather too, right? And Mayweather just took him to school. I was one of the MMA fans who wanted to believe. I wanted to believe Conor could pull it off. But when he got in there against Floyd, the mismatch was obvious, right? But with Manny Pacquiao, you're thinking again, and I think Conor's still going to be the underdog going into the Pacquiao fight if they actually do box. But the difference is that Conor's young, he's in his prime, and Pacquiao, even though he's getting older, it's still a boxing match, and that's what Pacquiao's entire career was based around, right? So I would think that the advantage in a fight like that still goes to Pacquiao. There's just so much nuance that and we're going to get back to the card. Don't worry, I promise. I'm just going to touch on this briefly. But when Conor McGregor fought Mayweather, I was just thinking about the precision and accuracy, right? And not all the nuances of boxing and how you have to carry yourself and the fatigue that sets in and just in a world where Conor boxes Floyd Mayweather 10 times, he probably loses 10 times. I don't know if the story is going to be any different against Manny Pacquiao, but I'll tell you what, I'm much more interested in a boxing match between Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor than I am an MMA fight between Conor McGregor and Diego Sanchez. That's all I'll say on the matter, and we can move on.